Now, I did tell you, he's been a jerk.
I know, and I also know what you told me about how you would have this idea of putting him in that box trap you brought him with you. And I'm going to tell you that I don't.
Okay, so welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I got a bit of a different video for you guys. I'm actually getting ready to go on a road trip for a couple days to my buddy Longhorn Lester's house. If you guys didn't know, we have a rooster that's been attacking everyone but me pretty much. It's got Haley like 4 times, it got Brandy a few times. I think it's went after Hayden. I know it's went after Hope. He hasn't went after me. I named him Rocky the Rooster because he thinks he's so tough and he's fighting everyone. So what we're gonna do tonight, I'm leaving early in the morning. I'm gonna catch him. We're gonna put him up in the rabbit cage we got over here until morning, and then I'm gonna transport him down to my buddy Lester's house, and hopefully all goes smooth. I see him hiding out over there. Brandy and the girls just pulled up, so I'm gonna wait for them to get over here, and we're gonna go ahead and try to catch him and pin him up, because this is my only shot of catching him to be able to take him to Lester's house. And also, what we're doing down there, I don't know what all you're gonna see in this video other than this, because it kind of just evolved into a vlog, but I'm taking him one of my coyote traps. He's had some serious coyote problems like we have here on our homestead, but I have 3 traps, so I thought it'd be awesome if I took him one of my live traps, and maybe I could talk him into using Rocky the rooster over there as live bait. We'll see. Lester's got a real soft heart for animals, which we do too, but he runs a sanctuary over there, so I don't know if I could talk him in to using Rocky as bait, live bait. We'll see. We'll see what he wants to do. Maybe, I don't know, we'll just wait and see. But first, the first task is going to try to catch him, and we'll go with the girls over here and see what we can. What'd you say, Hope, about him, about Rocky?
Scared.
Why are you scared of him? He keeps attacking everybody.
Yeah.
So there he is. Hey, come over here. I don't want to scare him off yet.
Okay.
We found him over here on top of my old mountain bike. Okay. All right, buddy.
Can I take on me?
No. As soon as Mom gets over here, I'm going to try to sneak up on him. Hopefully he doesn't take off. Looks like he's wanting to take off right now.
I know. He's getting ready.
He's acting like it.
What flies at me?
You better run.
Oh.
Is that him? Yep. Come on, Hobie. I got him. We're going to put him in the rabbit cage. Let's go. We got Rocky. He's not so tough now. He ain't attacking everybody. Let's go put him in the rabbit cage.
If you fly down,
You gotta do it fast, Hope. You gotta do it fast, Hope. You gotta do it fast. Just grab it. Good job. Where'd the other one go, I wonder?
right there.
Oh, there she is. I got her. I got her. Ah, she's getting me.
Did you hold her like
Here, hold her.
I think this one just
All right.
pooped on me.
No, it didn't. Hold it. I hold it to on my waist or underneath my arm so it doesn't poop on you.
Okay.
Why do those two always go on the ground?
Because they're more eggs. They don't know how to get...
They got water still? Yep, plenty of water.
Yeah.
All right, I'm stopping to fill up and check on Rocky. Let's see how he's doing. He's still got some water. Rocky, looks like you're holding up. You still got plenty of water in there. One good thing, I don't see any eggs in there, so you are the rooster. I'm just joking, but yeah, you're gonna have a good home. It's still up to debate though if you're gonna be coyote lure or not. So that's the thing. We can use him in the live trap. I just don't know if Lester will let us. And I was gonna show you guys something. It's Jamie's birthday from Suits to Boots, and Brandy had made her something we want to give her. We know she's kind of getting into the food preservation and all that. So Brandy made this for Jamie, and we got her some pickling lime. She can add more eggs to it until it fills all the way up, and then she can start making her own. So we thought that'd be cool to give her and get her journey on that. I know they got a freeze dryer, I think, and they're freeze drying some eggs and stuff. This will make it where they can have whole eggs if they want to fry some eggs up to 18 months. So how awesome is that? All right, I'm filling up, and then we'll get back on the road. Well, Lester's making Rocky feel right at home.
While you're watching, I'm teasing. Now, you don't know this, but you probably know this. My wife loves chickens.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, she has one of those chicken obsessions where she can't ever have enough.
Really?
She has so many that will not fit in our coop. They end up roosting on my tractor, on my four-wheeler, on my Yes, they roost everywhere, and the rafters of the barn, I can't stand it because you know this. There ain't no animal dirtier than goats and chickens.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're filthy animals,
Yep.
and maybe ducks.
So what do you got going on right here? What do you call this? The omelet?
Okay, so we were.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Your dogs. One of your dogs took one of the chickens, right? Is that it? Was this what this is at?
But that was our fault.
Okay.
No one's ever got into the omelet to get any of the chickens. I took them home. It was just too freaking hot.
Yeah.
But I will put him in there for now. Give him some food and water.
Okay.
And then we will decide.
His fate.
We'll decide where to go from here.
Now I did tell you.
I know.
He's been a jerk.
I know, and I also know what you told me about how you would have this idea of putting him in that box trap you brought him.
Uh-huh.
Here's what you're suggesting, and I'm saying this is what you are suggesting.
Yes, this is what I'm suggesting.
Dutch is suggesting that what we do, what's his name again?
Rocky, because he thinks he's real tough and likes to fight.
Dutch wants to put Rocky inside this very secure, this is a very secure, look, I can't even get into it.
It's like Fort Knox.
This is a very secure, animal-proof box that seals up. And then it goes with inside of another secured Fort Knox.
Yes.
From inside.
Yes.
And so what you have in essence is a live chicken or rabbit or some kind of live animal making that kind of racket through the course of the night. And then when a coyote or some kind of predator comes up, they get nervous and they make kind of a scream of some sort. And that gets the predator very excited, and they end up going inside the trap to get to it, springing or closing the door behind them.
Yep.
Being trapped inside there. So here's, gosh, yes, I get the concept. I get how that would probably work like a charm. But this is my downfall. The human in me tries to humanize him. And I picture, what I want to be in that cage? That's like that King Kong, where they put that person out there to tie them all up so King Kong can come over there and, you know what I'm talking about in the movie?
Yeah.
I don't know how that would feel. Like
So how would you feel if he jumped on your back and clawed you about 10 times a day?
like a talon?
Yeah, exactly.
Like right into me?
Exactly.
Yeah, I might would feel different.
You kind of swing one way or the other, maybe, huh? So,
my
Lester,
gosh.
before we get into what our idea is about the whole poll, for my subscribers who may not know you yet, you came to our off-grid, our New Creek property, and you helped me look for the FBI guy that was missing and stuff, and we explored. But for the people that don't know you, who are you? What do you do?
So I am Lester Morrow. Longhorn Lesters is my my YouTube channel. This is the 20 acres we call Longhorn Lesters. It's right on the banks of the Trinity River here behind us. We have ostriches, we have longhorns, we have horses, goats, donkeys, a couple of rescue dogs, and maybe even a rooster. But no, what we do is we bring in a lot of abandoned, abused, and neglected farm animals only, occasionally a dog here and there, and we try to rehabilitate and then rehome if we can, but we end up becoming fostering fails, and we keep almost everything. So what can I say?
You have I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, and you have Longhorn Lesters, two different entities, but basically you guys kind of do the same thing?
Well, for the most part, we bring the animals here that do not do well over there.
Gotcha.
Ostriches, for example. The other property, I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, it's in a part of town that you don't have as much seclusion and privacy. And man, we were having people driving by and trying to hand feed.
Oh, that's crazy.
And these big birds, they don't do well. They shouldn't be eating Cheetos, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we couldn't stop it no matter how many signs you put out. There's too many access points to the property, and there's a church nearby where kids were walking by, and you just could not police that place enough to keep people off your property.
Yeah.
And so what we did was bought the property for the big birds and for our longhorns in particular.
Okay.
And then we've also brought a few rescues along the way just to give them a bit better life.
Awesome. So once we get done setting Rock y'all up later this evening, we'll do a little tour and show them the place if you're okay with that.
I can't wait to show you around.
Okay, so tell them what I think we should do. I think we should let the subscribers decide Rocky's fate. Should he be a lure? Should he be bait? Or should he just live his days out in the omelet?
Okay. Well, hey, like here's what I've always said. I listen to the collective voice.
There you go.
I don't listen to one crazy person here or there, because there's a lot of crazies out there. But I will listen to the collective voice. So if, in fact, the collective voice says, use him for bait, he's safe, it ain't gonna hurt him none. And that's like an overwhelming, can we say an overwhelming majority?
Yeah, so no, wait, give me numbers. I want numbers.
At least 60.
Okay, 60% have to say yes.
At least 60%.
Okay, so you're gonna do a poll.
You know this is gonna destroy me, right?
you're gonna do a poll on Longhorn Lester's community page.
Okay.
On your YouTube, right?
On my YouTube, okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna do one on mine.
Okay. Oh, that'll be neat.
So then we're just gonna see the difference if they're close to the same.
Okay.
So all you guys have to do, you got to be subscribed to Longhorn Lester. So if you're not subscribed to Longhorn, go check out Lester. I think you guys are gonna love what's going on.
What are you waiting for? Come on.
Yep. So in this video, we're actually, after we quit recording right now, we're gonna jump on our phones, do the actual poll. You won't know the fate of Rocky until tomorrow's video.
Okay.
How's that sound? So we'll give him some time.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So the time you guys see this,
oh my God,
there'll be the poll ups. Right now we're gonna put a poll up.
I don't know if you can cross your fingers or not.
So 60% is what you're saying.
Cross something. Yeah, 60%. No, wait. Is that 60 on yours or 60 on mine, or are we gonna combine the two?
Let's combine them.
Okay, let's combine them.
All right.
I think you're safe, Rocky. I think you're gonna be safe. I do.
This is gonna be super interesting.
I'm gonna move him right now though into the omelet.
So Lester's gonna put Rocky up for right now. We got some other things we're gonna do, but when we get done doing all that stuff, we're gonna come back in this video and we're going to show you guys around Lester's place here, and we'll go from there. Rocky's like, where's my ladies? So he's had about 4 ladies all to himself until he started getting aggressive towards us. And now he's here in Texas. Okay, so we're back at Lester's. We went out and he had to test some stuff on his boat. We were out there for a few minutes. Just got back to the house. We just set up the poll I was talking about. So go over to Longhorn Lester's on his community page. Click it and you'll see the poll. And it says, Cody, question of the day. Do we use live bait or do we just hunt from the blinds? That's 2 options. Lester said if 60% of you guys say use Rocky for live bait, that's what we're gonna do. But Lester, you got a big heart. You love animals.
Can I change it to 70? Can I?
Oh, so now 70?
I don't know. Listen, he's a sweet little guy. Look at him.
He's kind of calmed down a little bit. He's a little anxious.
Down.
He should be used to dogs though. We got our German Shepherd guard dogs running around and all that. Give me the backstory why I'm up here. We're going to try to catch Cody. You got problems like we do. And then we're going to go show him your farm.
And it's not just me. This entire stretch of the river here is just being overrun with the coyote issue. And every farm or ranch along the river has their own different issues. But we're having horses, we're having goats, and they're getting worse. What they used to do is just run along and do their things along the river. I don't know if times have changed, if they're having a harder time finding a food source, but now they're coming up off the riverbank, up the hill into our yard. We lost our little goat leader recently. His name was Mr. Huck, and our daily routine is we take all of our goats and we open up the pastures and they go down to the river area to forage. One day, Mr. Huck didn't come back, so I go down to look for him and I find him. He's alive, he's struggling, but he's alive, been just chewed to heck. And he had somehow fought them off long enough to get all the other ones to safety, which is just a beautiful story. Well, this guy makes a horrible mistake. I pick Mr. Huck up, bring him back up, doctor him, and I put him in a pasture by himself. I thought he probably needed time away from the other goats to let him kind of heal and recoup. That night, though, the coyotes came back right up the hill, right into his pasture, jumped the fence, and it was a horrific moment. The dogs began to bark. I could hear the goats screaming, and by the time I got over there, the coyotes were 3 of them who were they pulled them apart. They pulled them apart. And so that's sort of the day that we realized that there was a switch flipped inside of me, and I realized then that I can no longer sit here and try to let, Mother Nature and my farm, they can't coexist.
Yeah.
Not whenever they're both beginning to intermingle like that in such a horrific way. And so we begin to take the fight to them. And when I say fight, trapping or hunting, but either way, we have to eradicate that problem.
Yeah. So my audience is very familiar with this type of scenario because we're dealing with the same issue on our place.
Yep.
So that's why I'm up here with Lester. We're going to make a few videos. You guys decide if we use Rocky or if we just sit up in the blind. That's going to be a fun poll. But I want Lester to kind of give us a quick tour of what you want to show us.
I just want to make sure that even if we use Rocky, even if we do use Rocky, he's still safe.
Yes.
Because nothing can happen to him.
Yes, yes. So Rocky, he's just a little stressed, right? I mean, nothing's going to happen to him. Remember, Rocky has been a little jerk at the house, attacking my daughters and my wife, everyone but me. So I think Rocky kind of deserves to be live bait, but we'll see what the poll says.
Yeah, let the pollers decide. We've all been jerks in our lives.
Yeah, that's true.
We haven't been stuck in a cage and let.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Right.
Oh, that's
Let
funny.
me show you around. This sweet little girl here, her name is Ruby. Now, Sean, you're going to walk inside this pasture with me.
Is Carl in here?
Look who's strutting towards us.
Easy, Carl.
He ain't just walking, he's strutting his stuff. He
Wow.
likes to be on camera. Come on, Sean, we're safe. I promise you.
I've seen some video of you maybe
You can
wrestling.
always tell when they're not in good moods. But this walk over here is a very happy, it's a relaxed, it's like, yeah, what's going on, fellas? This is Tat, this is Carl's son. He was born Mother's Day last year, so he's just over a year old.
He's huge.
Now, look how much smaller his dad is.
Oh, wow.
Carl, who we thought was a big bird, isn't near as big as his 1-year-old son.
Wow, he is huge.
Isn't that crazy?
He is way bigger in person than I thought.
Yeah, so we know that, well, this is 8 foot over here.
Yeah.
And you can easily see that Tat is at least as high as my hand extended. So he's going to be a 9-foot bird, which terrifies me.
That's crazy.
Right now, he's sweet.
So what do you feed this thing? Coyotes?
We should. But believe it or not, our best protectors over here, Sean, are these two right here.
Really?
We have had the donkeys with our goats. We've had the birds with our goats. And there's nothing ever bothered any of our goats with these two running around.
I wouldn't either. Look how huge this thing is.
Yeah, and she is something else over here. She loves being with the birds. But
Look
no,
at
they're
them
sweet.
feet, man. They
Look
rip
at them
you.
talons,
Whoa,
I know.
easy now.
Oh no, so they can't hurt you. They don't have any teeth. You ain't gonna do that? He's like, no, I ain't gonna hurt you. I have no teeth to hurt you, but I will nip at you. I've had an ear bloodied a couple of times from them just pecking and playing, but they don't want to hurt you. You can always read their legs and their beaks. When they turn red, that is their sign, their body language letting you know that, hey, this is a little bit too close for comfort.
Ruby, are you wanting something to drink?
Yeah, she just likes to bite on
Ruby?
Daddy. She likes to salt
What are
on
you
my
doing,
leg. I've
Ruby?
been sweating all day. Sweetie, listen, people are gonna laugh at
Well,
you.
you saved Ruby's
Show 'em your
life.
teeth. Look at her little teeth. She has old people teeth.
He does.
Like she had dentures. She needs some Polydents, what she needs. This is Shirley.
They're all camera hungry, ain't they?
They love to be on videos. Yes, they do. They're amazing. We have some amazing animals here. These are just 2 of our male ostriches. Carl was a rescue. Getting back to the old rescue story, when we got Carl, hey, your turn now. Hey, she will. Hey,
What are you doing, you little nut?
Hey, have you seen
Ruby?
Have you seen those wrestlers, the
thought
bad
we were
guys
friends,
who
Ruby,
do this
yeah.
up under your legs?
That's what she just did to
She'll
me.
come under you and she will rack you, brother, and it will hurt for a day.
Ruby, I thought we
baby.
were buddies.
No, you can't be doing all that mean stuff to
Yes,
us.
get back, Ruby.
Yeah.
She did a sneak attack on me.
She will do that. I love her so much. But what she wants is a bottle. She says, it's time for me to eat.
It's time.
And we'll
So
feed
what
her.
do you feed them? Just the
I
same
will
stuff?
actually, if you want to mix up a mixture, we're going to do that pretty soon. So want to do that and we can feed them up now?
Yep. So for the ostriches, is it a certain protein or you just mix up a little cocktail?
So no, it's everything they need for their diet, and you can't buy an ostrich mix, not this part of Texas. So what we have to do is just mix everything they need. So we have a little bit of alfalfa cubes or pellets, like for a rabbit. This is their protein over here. That's the mealworms.
Oh, you give mealworm for protein. All right, I got
Mealworm
you.
for protein, so you don't bite on that a whole lot. They get protein right over here. Have you ever had one of those?
Yeah, I have actually.
This is their favorite over here, sunflower seeds. It's like a bird seed mixture.
Now, will this one bucket feed all of them?
It'll only feed, so we have 2 pastures, and so this will feed 1 pasture.
Okay.
And then this over here is the most crazy thing.
See, I never realized they needed the oyster shells too, but they
So
are
you
birds.
get it, yeah, they have to have those.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's
All
cool.
right, so now what I do is take a second bucket and I'll mix all of that.
Okay.
Let me grab one. I have to feed the cows first or else they'll end up hurting the birds.
I seen him get away from me. Did you see him?
Yeah. Come on. Come on, babies. feed my Longhorns in the barn.
Really?
People never thought that could happen. That's never gonna happen, Lester, never gonna happen. But it does happen. You're about to watch it.
Let's do it. Look, they're already running over. They know what's up.
So when I built my barn, I made it to where I could use it as a loading chute also.
Yeah, that's smart.
Now, I don't always close them into the stalls. I don't need to. But whenever I am going to load one, if we have to vaccinate or something,
Yeah.
the vet come over, they're used to coming inside the barn to eat.
Yep. You can get them in here easily.
And then I just close the gate behind them.
It's crazy because you gotta have it extra wide because of their horns, huh?
Mm-hmm. And then when I have to load them, I just pull my trailer over here to this little spot over here, and my swing gate comes this way, and then my trailer gate, this gate over here closes too, so I just run them through the chute, which is it's a wide chute.
Yeah, yeah.
But it does work. I've loaded plenty of Longhorns through there. Now the birds eat out in the grass.
Okay.
Hey, you gonna sit on this bucket?
Feeding time. Look at that. So these three are females, right? Because you can tell the color.
And so
the dark one coming.
The next one's the male, but he's a very young male. And then the one at the end is another female. She's lame. She has a bad leg, so she's always kind of slow getting over here. And sometimes I have to feed her separate, and I put 5 piles up. They don't fight like other animals do. They can carry, they'll all eat from the same pile. Threat whatsoever, because I'm reading their body language. I'm gonna literally crawl right between them. Now, I want you to, first of all, you see the talons,
Yeah,
right?
see, that's huge.
You see the talons. All right, don't make me actually crawl. Can I just,
All right, Longhorn Lester's gonna go
through
through
over
them.
here? Can I just walk down like low like this? This okay? Do I have to actually crawl?
That's crazy.
Now I'm going to give her a hug.
There you go.
Love me, love me,
Are you gonna
love
jump
me.
up on it?
Look, look at that, Sean. Baby, where's my loving?
You was telling the truth.
Where's the blue band bird at? Where's Wanda? She has a blue band on her leg. I don't.
So we're looking for Wanda.
Right here.
Oh, Wanda's right here.
See her blue band?
Yes.
So I call her my pecker. She's my pecker because she walks around, she just likes to peck at me all the time. Not in a mean way, she just likes to peck at me. But she has bloodied my ear a couple of times by pecking me accidentally too hard. They have no teeth, so they're no threat at all as far as their mouth. Their only threat is their talon. And they can kick.
So this is the first time I've ever been around ostriches in my life. I've seen them from a distance, never been up this close to them. This is pretty cool. That's a big, looks like a big, we can grill that. We can eat that for sure.
That drumstick?
That drumstick, we can eat it, Lester, I'm telling you. That's perfect for the carnivore diet, right?
Hey, that would feed several. You know, one of their eggs alone can feed several.
Oh,
you
I
know
bet.
that, right?
Look
Baby,
at that.
come
That's
here
a
to
big
me. I
one.
want to love on you. But I have to feed the big birds over on this side of the fence. That's why my container's over here.
Okay.
They're tall enough to reach over and eat on this side. Now, they do spill a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But the problem is if I put the feeders over on their side, these big dumb goats, the big old galoots, will jump up and knock the feeders onto the ground and eat themselves.
Gotcha.
So I'll feed the birds first.
Carl's hungry, dude.
Carl's ready to eat.
Come here, Carl. Look, even trying to get there right now and get it.
Yeah, they will. I'll walk the goat food inside.
So Lester's out there feeding the goats far away from the ostriches. Like you said, they're going to town over there. If he didn't feed them like that, all the goats would get it. Are you going to milk too?
I got one we can milk.
I see one. The udder's pretty full.
Hey, I'll drink it if you will.
No, I'll pass.
You sure?
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow morning.
Have you ever had goat milk straight from the teat?
No. Well, into a jar, then to my, yes.
No, I mean straight from the teat, right into your mouth.
No.
Why would you not do that with me? If I'll do it with you. Look, we could be face to face and just.
No, thank you. Y'all gonna let me come in? No, you can't come out.
So this is one of the saddest things for me is when you have to dry lot your horses.
Yeah.
And if your folks don't know what that means, it's like there's no moisture on our pastures whatsoever. And so they're literally spending their entire days walking and looking, walking and looking. The cows are smarter in a way. They'll just lay down and conserve their energy. Yeah. Horses won't. They just keep walking and looking. So what you do is you dry lot them where they know there's nothing to eat except for their hay. You have to buy a special horse hay. We feed them plenty of grains, keep their salt blocks out, mineral blocks, and water. And so, it's a, I don't want to say it's a starvation mode, but it's the step you get to before things get real bad. Yeah.
So we got 2 mini horses.
Okay, so you know what dry lot.
They're dry lotted, but everyone told us for many horses, if we put a round bell like that, they'll eat themselves to death. Will these horses not do that?
I don't think they will. I mean, we haven't never been told that, but I don't think so.
They said even if you let the mini horse out to graze, you got a few hours at a time. That's it, or they get bloated. And
I had no idea. That's kind of scary to know that.
Yeah, I know. I'll bring you 2 mini horses.
So all
you want to try mini horses?
No. I've heard that anything mini is mean. It's like they all have a little Napoleon complex.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing.
I'm little, so I'm a badass.
I've heard the same thing.
Yeah. Now,
hey, now this one's striped. So is that a zebra, a donkey? What do you call those?
So her dad, Donkey Dan, has that. Was what in his blood. So she would be a quarter of that.
Well, hey, it's a quarter down too. Look.
They call it zonkey.
Are you a little zonkey?
So here's the neat thing that you may or may not know about. You know about the cross on their back?
Let's hear about it.
So in biblical days, Jesus
rode a
donkey into the town of Jerusalem instead of a stallion like most kings. So if the King of Kings can ride on something as lowly as a donkey, that just kind of goes to show you. It shows you something. Jesus can ride a donkey.
And it was fulfilling a prophecy too when he did that.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. All I know is about this, okay?
Yeah.
You better fill in the blanks on anything
Yep, he was,
Bible,
he was fulfilling the prophecy. It was ordained for him to ride the donkey into town.
Really?
Yep. It didn't have. I bet it didn't have stripes though like that on the bottom.
So this sweet girl had a partner here. Her name was Dixie, and they were best friends. Dixie was a horse who had 2 tumors, brain tumors. And we had to put Dixie down recently, about a couple of months ago. And it was sad because that's the only friend she ever knew. Yeah. And so she's had to kind of overcome a lot of grief and learn to adjust with other horses and donkeys who had already had their own little pack or herd. And so she feels like an outcast sometimes. She's such a sweet girl.
Okay, that's all the feeding we're doing. And Lester's going to close the video out for you. Lester?
What about waters? That's only half.
I thought you already watered them all.
That's only half the feed.
You have a pond as big as my whole land.
That pond is about that dry and stale. No, I will do waters though. But no, that is how the feed up routine goes. It's a favorite part of my day. I'm gonna tell you this, and you know this already. Feed up for us is not so much, they're not hungry. Yeah. They love the social event of us coming out and interacting and doing things with them. We wait till about 7 o'clock when it cools off, because just like us, we don't want to eat when we're hot, where most folks don't. They're the same way. They want to lay up and take it easy, but around 7 o'clock or so, when it cools off, the breeze comes through, and it's time to eat and socialize. So
sounds good to me.
My favorite part of the day.
Yep, I love it. So we're gonna go in, check the poles, see what we're gonna do for tonight for the hunt.
Oh my gosh! I'm
so guys, you guys can still go over there and vote and decide what we do.
Poor little buddy. Look at him over there. He looks so sweet.
He does. He's
trying to be sweet.
Why don't you let him out of the cage then if he's so sweet?
Well, I've seen your video.
That's so funny. All right, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay tuned to see what happens.